What's going on, people? Yindy back again. Today we take a look at the DC Multiverse Platinum Edition Zatanna. So let's get started. Can't try to keep this like a mild, but I wanna get something out the way. I guess, I'll start with this being like the major problems I have with the figure to get it out the way, because I don't want to make it seem like I don't like the figure, because I do, but there is a major QC issue. And I had to try to do my reviews and then watch other people's reviews of the figures, but I had to watch a couple just to make sure it wasn't mine. And somebody just got to explain to me how this got past QC, and it just proves to me it's proving more and more, in my opinion, that he just doesn't care anymore. He's just so mad about him losing the license that he's letting stuff like this just pass. I don't know how this got past QC, and it's not about, because it's something we can fix, but it's more about how did this get past QC. This figure should not have ever been released until this. I don't know who missed this, or it just proves, for me, this proves that he doesn't care, or he's just letting things pass, because this figure, that happens. And it's a lot of the figures. I thought it was mine when I got our package, so like the hair, I thought maybe I did something, but it is a major QC issue. And like I said, it's an easy fix. You can glue it on there. But this figure should never have been mass produced unless with that being an issue. And like I said, it's not just mine. It's like everybody's who's reviewed this figure, and that somebody just got to explain to me how that got past QC. Nobody saw that. Nobody noticed that. It should never have been released with that kind of problem. Mass produced every figure. I mean, if it was just mine, and a few others, but it's like everybody got that, so it just doesn't make sense how that got past QC. But that is the major one. But other ones are kind of nitpicks, and like the wand. I wish if he's not gonna give us another hand, at least could have made this where it's removable. So at least could have been that. But if not, give us another hand, because I don't want her always holding the wand. The wand is not her powers. She's a powerful sorceress by herself. What are the other issues? Oh, other ones, just a nitpick for me. I just wish the coattails were a little longer. That's a small nitpick. My problems, but the major one is that hairpiece, which, like I said, it's an easy fix, but how that got past QC, it's just as like I said, to me, it's just proving that he doesn't care anymore. He's so mad about losing a license. So, other than that, like I like the details on the what is this, like, I forget how this corset. Yeah, the corset. The details on that. See if I get that to focus. And you can see some details on the shirt. That focus. I hope that's showing up on my camera. Like you see, like details on that. So, and I don't mind the face. I think a lot of people don't been talking about the face, but I think it's a good sculpt. Some shots it does look a little weird, but you've been asking for like characters like this for a while, and it's in the end that we finally get these characters. So let me we'll bring him in. I can rant about him too. Before I get into accessories, if you weren't gonna go make this guy, at least could have gave this guy some bends at the knees or something. I would have preferred more hands in this guy, but I understand why he was included. But and yeah, like I said, if you're not gonna give this guy any kind of more articulation, he does swivel and like 5 points of articulation. That's all he has. But one thing you could at least gave this guy was his dang magnifying glass. You got his skin sculpted like he's gonna hold something, but you don't give him his accessory. It makes no sense. Like I said, this one figure that it's proven to me that he just doesn't care anymore. So, yeah, and yeah, it's like this is one of my favorite characters. And like you said, a lot of us have been asking for these characters, but you're focused on one character. So, be mad all you want. It wasn't. You're focused on one character. When you had a whole universe of characters, we could have had before you lost the license. So that's my 2 cents on it. But yeah, she comes with her hat. What I say is I'll get to that. It does fit better on than the one Mattel did. Comes the hat, and like I said, she only comes with another pair of hands. I wish she came at least with one hand so she's not always holding the wand, but it comes with these hands with an effect of fires coming from her hand, so that's nicely done. So let me get that focus. So not focusing on it, so but you can see yeah, that's my thoughts on this. I do like the figure. This was that the major QC thing is just baffling. I've had a few days just to mess with the figure, and it was just when you're trying to pose, her hair pops off. So just don't understand how that got past QC, how that happened. So, we'll get into some size comparisons since I got them here. Here's the Chun-Li or Quin-Li, aka Chun-Li, the real. Going with some smaller figures. Jada Toys, Street Fighter Cammy. There. Some small figures. Let me see if I can get her in here. Kamen Rider John and the figure arts. John, if I can get her in there, yep. We'll take them out. Do Psylocke here. Look what he gets her because she's not gonna fall over. Get her where she stands. Weird leggings. Classified. Are you gonna stand? There. And take them out. And Multiverse, here's Gemini. Do bigger figures, so we'll do Storm Collectibles. Jerry. Oh. Oops. Why are you falling over? But there. Some bigger figures, so there's that. We'll get two. We'll get Ice in here. Well, stand. You're just standing. Make her feet stand. Cause you're just standing there, and then Now you don't understand. Great. Now you don't understand. But with two other, her cape doesn't knock her over. That out the way. So I can put her here with Batgirl. So you see, no ice wasn't just one stand. I just had her stand in too. I don't know why. And two other, and yeah, there will be a then and now coming of this. And here's the DC Direct. Was this? Yeah, this was. They were DC Direct when this one came out, and she doesn't want to stand anymore. So I have to hold her. But this was the new. The new 52 is on her. So yeah, maybe we could have got both of these versions. Like I said, I kind of want her version was like she has a cape with it's like a red scorpion thing on her top of her head, and she has like the more cape. It's the blue and white, kind of like that, but like blue and white. I kind of want that version. I don't think nobody's ever done that. I'm not sure, because I've just had this one, just got that one, but yeah, it's just for one character a lot of us have been asking for, and then just have that go through without any kind of check on that. He's trying to rush out things, and he's just letting things slide, because there's no way that should have got past QC. No way. So I know I'm harping on it, but I just don't understand that. It just makes no sense. So, but yeah, man, if you do see her, do pick her up. If you're a Zatanna fan, she's getting hard to find, because of course he shorts her. Also, his issue with female characters anyway too. Another problem, but that's another story. So, but hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Stay tuned for more, and until next time, don't support scalpers. Peace.